You're watching FIFA Predicts, predicting the big games in the football world via the medium of FIFA 20 computer versus computer. Today, who would win between a team of the youngest players in the Premier League and the oldest? With me to answer that is former professional footballer turned current pundit Ian Five Ankles.
Ian Five Ankles.
Ian, were you young once?
No.
No, I didn't think so. So what's better, Ian? The wise old head of experience or the energy of youth?
I know I'm biased, Anthony, but you cannot beat a wise old owl, and this old team is full of them. Hooting, catching mice, rotating their heads 360 degrees.
But are they too old, Ian? I mean, there is the risk that they'll spend the whole game wandering about the place, wondering where they put their reading glasses.
I'm not so sure, Anthony. These lads are fighting fit. Just look at James Milner. He'll keep playing until he's either 50... or until Jurgen Klopp decides he can trust Naby Keita, whichever comes first.
We turn to Team Young. Phil Foden's on the bench, Ian.
Yeah, he's not quite ready for the first team yet, Anthony, even though he's the oldest. But mark my words, he will become a world beater one day.
Team Young had their tactics spot on, quick interpassing while referencing TikTok, which confused the old team into a state of pure anger.
Yes, the ball was in the back of the net before the olds could even floss.
You're already struggling to think of young things, aren't you, Ian?
Yes, I am.
What annoys you most about young footballers, Ian?
I'd have to say the haircuts, Anthony. And the way they wear a moustache, ironically. That hurts me bitterly.
But the olds were back in the game following a disastrous clearance from keeper Aaron Ramsdale.
Well, as a representative of the older side of things here, I think it's important not to patronise the young players by accusing them of being naive or stupid. But that clearance was naive and stupid, and he deserves to be rightly punished, or at the very least laughed at.
He'll learn from that, Ian, won't he? He'll grow from that experience.
Well, thankfully for him, Anthony, goalkeepers don't usually get good until they're about 35, so he's got at least 15 more seasons of abject humiliation. And then maybe he'll do a decent season at Watford or West Brom, somewhere like that.
Phil Foden made it onto the field late on and immediately showed his class, bossing the game like a playground general as Skip skipped in to score. It's a shame that it was offside, but it's that crushing disappointment he'll be used to at Spurs.
Yes, that's right, Anthony. You grow up quicker at Tottenham than at any other club. And that's chiefly because Mourinho won't play anyone under the age of 25, so you quickly learn to be able to forge your own birth certificate.
But straying offside isn't merely a product of the exuberance of youth. Glenn Murray hung in the box like a pensioner at a bus station. Nothing could separate these two teams apart from a decade and a half of professional football, so it went to the second leg. Now, Ian, the Volta Warehouse venue, that is an intimidating place to come to.
Yes it is, Anthony. The younger players had to get their parents' permission to be there.
Phil Foden makes the starting five for this one. He'll be pleased as punch, Ian.
Yes, and he tries to look as intimidating as he can do when you're stood behind Aaron Ramsdale.
Phil Bardlsey, he took to this contest like a duck to water, hitting the bar from near the halfway line.
Well, he is used to unnecessary skills with no end product, Anthony. He's teammates with Aaron Lennon.
And it was Team Young who won the game. Wes Morgan stringing together a series of missed tackles while his teammates stood around wondering if there'd be nibbles after the match. That left Mason Greenwood to fire home. Ian, a narrow victory. What have Team Old learned from this one, do you think?
Nothing, Anthony. No, it's far too late for them now. No, anything they may have learned will be drowned out by the sound of their own mutterings. They're going to take the first bus home, and from there, they'll forward on email chains and shake their fists at the sky.
So, 2-1 it finished. Team Young making up for their lack of experience by not having to play with Phil Bardsley. Now, competition time. It's a caption competition. Caption this. Your best captions in the comments section below. See you next time on FIFA Predicts.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.